Most creditors are not supposed to be able to take your home to pay off debt if you have homestead rights.
But that law is getting tested in a case that actually started more than 10 years ago. We found out some claim that this case could impact a lot of other property owners. And 8 on Your Side investigator Walt Buteau joins us live in studio to explain.
Stacey and Keith, the case file on this dispute is thicker than War and Peace, and it's been a legal war between two entities who claim they own the property for sharply different reasons. This home sits physically on a sought-after South Tampa street, but it's currently stuck in the middle of a legal battle that dates back more than a decade. With vines rooted on the brick and overgrown grass and shrubs in the yard, the two sides both say they are the rightful owners.
It's very frustrating, very upsetting.
Teresa Gaffney claims before her father died, she paid $300,000 to him and had the right to call this her homestead.
It is the most important right that we have as citizens, that we get to have our homestead property protected.
That includes protection against losing property to a creditor other than your bank. But court records show Gaffney was stripped of her homestead rights 6 years ago after a Hillsborough County judge ruled fraud was involved. Possession was given to attorney Michael Kangas and his law partner, who say Gaffney owes their firm more than $300,000 plus interest. Gaffney denies she owes them anything or that her homestead was fraudulent, and her attorneys say, despite all the hearings over the years, she never got her day in court on the homestead issue.
This is a very unusual case.
The two sides were back at it Tuesday in a Zoom hearing, with Kangas asking the judge to lock Gaffney up on a previous contempt of court order against her for not providing financial information.
I think the court needs to stick to its guns in the order that was entered in 2022 and make her serve her jail time.
The judge gave Gaffney more time to comply, and she and her attorney say if she loses her homestead on this property, it could set a precedent that would impact real estate across Florida.
This is a larger issue than just me. Any judge can now come in and say, you know, we're not going to have that homestead determination hearing. Your property's now taken. You have to pay the attorneys with your homestead property.
Another tidbit about this case, it's involved more than a dozen judges, including several who recused themselves over the past 2 years. Walt Buteau, 8 on Your Side.
Thank you, Walt. And if you have something you'd like Walt to investigate, you can always call the 8 on Your Side helpline. The telephone number 1-800-338-0808.